Hello folks and welcome to my channel. I want to do a quick review of my tornado shelters made by Safe Shed. I don't have any affiliation with them other than a customer. Uh, we'll just do a quick walk around. You'll see the door here is steel reinforced. It's 3/16 inches thick, and it's a debris tested door. It has 3 locking points in it. But just to look at the outside here, you'll notice there's 2 vents there. On this sideway here, you can run electricity to this if you want to. Now, my plan is not to run electricity to it unless I need to hook up a generator. It's anchored at 4 points. That right there is one anchor, and we go over to the front to the other side, you'll notice another anchor. If you see this black plastic down there, we elected not to put it on a concrete foundation. We come out here, got everything nice and level, and then we put sand out there. Of course, you're gonna get rain that's gonna come off the top of here. And we just did that to try to make it stay nice. I put black plastic over there to try to keep the grass from growing up around it. On the back side of it, you'll notice there's 2 more vents. And right there, what kind of looks like a hatch or a door, that is actually an escape. You can escape through there if your front door happens to be covered with debris and you can't get the front door open. I'll show you that when we go on the inside. This is just another side view, and you'll notice my black plastic down there again. I'm gonna have to come up with something better than that. On the inside here, and I'll show you around. This is the inside of the shed, and this is that escape hatch I was telling you about. And of course, it's got 4 bolts in there. And one thing about this deal right here, the delivery driver told me you remove the top 2 and then 1 bottom bolt, and then you just loosen that one up and just let that slide down, because that steel door is awful heavy. This is the 8x10. Supposedly you can get 16 people in here. Well, all I've got is my wife and 3 dogs. I think we can all fit in here. This Safe Shed weighs 24,000 pounds or 12 tons. The door is 3/16, like I said, 3/16 inch. It also has 3 locking points. This is a locking bar right there, that black piece of metal that's hanging down. And we ordered that 1221 of 21. And like I say, it's a in-ground 8x10. There is a wrench that comes with this. If you happen to need to escape through that tunnel there. We're pretty happy with it. The day that it was delivered, it was 106 degrees out here, and we had a great delivery driver. He come here and he did not mess around. He literally took 1 break to drink some water. But when he pulled up in the driveway, he went right to work. He come over here. He made sure our area was fine, and then he got right to work. It was so doggone hot, I stood there about maybe every 15 or 20 minutes just to watch. And then I'd go back in my little cabin over there, my little workshop, and mess around in there. But it was about 3 hours, and he was done. He had all the, he had the 4 tie down points were done. He explained how the door mechanism works. And then he was out of here. And we've had this now for a couple months, and so far we're pretty happy with it. Some folks, when they get these things, they'll put some, you can put bunk beds in here, but we're looking at right now just putting some chairs. I'm gonna put a table in here, and then just put some emergency supplies like water, and maybe some freeze-dried food and that type of stuff. But It also comes with 2 motion activated LED lights. So in the daytime, those lights won't come on. If there's light in here, those lights won't come on. If you shut the door, of course it's dark in here, then those 2 lights will come on. They're battery operated. They actually work pretty good. I'm happy with them. I actually might put 2 more in here. Maybe run them down this center bar right here that supports the top of the roof. But we did a lot of research on in-ground storm shelters. I really didn't, I see a lot of people have problems with in-ground storm shelters with them flooding. If it rains a whole lot, they'll come up out of the ground. So after a lot of research, we went ahead and went with this one. This one cost us somewhere around $7,000. I just did a real quick search on safeshed.com, and they have this now 8x10 for 16 people at $6,500. And of course, you're gonna have that delivery fee, whatever that may be. I can't remember exactly what we paid for it, but like I say, it's nice to have this out here in the yard. About this time last year, and of course it was in the middle of the freaking night. It started at 12. We had a straight line winds that come through here, and I'll show you. Let me walk back here. We had straight line winds that come through here, and they got up to 80 miles an hour. And I've got a tree line over here. And if you see that hole right there in the middle of this picture, there's a stump of a cedar tree there. And all these trees have been here well over 30 years. But that one completely broke off. And of course, I had branches all up and down this tree line that come down. And that storm lasted 3 hours. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I spent 28 years in the Navy, and out of those 28 years, I've got a good 20 years on ships. So I've seen my fair share of storms. Weather really doesn't scare me. Well, let me tell you something. I was scared that night. It was so bad, my wife actually went next door. My brother and his wife live over there. They live in an older house with a basement. And of course, she went over there and she stayed the night with them, where I wasn't gonna leave my dogs. So I stayed here. Well, it got so doggone bad. I got a great Pyrenees, and she's kind of young. She's 3 years old. It scared the heck out of her with the wind, and of course, I mean, it was howling. It's some of the weather phenomenon I've experienced out at sea. But she was so scared, I had to get in the floor, and I was in the floor for a good 2 hours with her. And of course, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little bit scared. And that was a group of tornadoes that actually tore up a bunch up in Kentucky. So after that, going through that experience here, we did a lot of research. This is what we come up with. And if you go to safesheds.com, there was an EF4 tornado that went through a neighborhood there, and there's a gentleman, an older gentleman, and his wife. This is what they got in it. I'm telling you, that neighborhood was devastated. It was nothing but sticks and debris. He actually had a truck that went over the top of his, literally broke the truck in half. And it did a little bit of superficial damage to his safe shed. And the delivery driver told me they actually come and picked that safe shed up and took it back to the factory so people can walk through it. And they got that story on their website if you happen to be interested in something like this. And like I say, I'm not having no affiliation with them ever, other than a customer. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment. I'd be happy to answer them. And like I said, they have a good website, safeshed.com. So you can do your own research if this is something that you might find interesting. And if you find the video helpful, if you'll just give it a thumbs up, or if you find it not helpful, give it a thumbs down. Maybe I'll try to do a better one. So thanks for watching my video, and I hope to see you on the next one. And have a good day.